You own your time, not anybody else. I want you to say that again. You, not anybody else, not your clients, not your colleagues. Nobody owns your time except for you. Let's talk about what you don't own. You don't own when your time ends, which is a little scary. But you do own how you're going to spend it. As we go through today, I want yourself here to ask yourself a question. If your time ran out tonight, would you be happy with how you spent it? This is a pretty heavy way to start a presentation, right? So I've been giving this presentation for years, and I redesigned it at the beginning of the year, and I ran through it with my wife, and she said, Troy, that's kind of a dark way to start a presentation, don't you think? I'm like, yeah, but it's real. It's real, and we need to face it head on. And today, we're going to have a lot of optimism. It's not going to be dark. We're going to talk about how to be optimistic and how to design the life and the schedule you want. Before we do that, I'm going to quickly tell you about when I thought my time ran out, and which impacted basically the start of this talk. That is my neck, if you can see it. In 2011, I think, and in that circle, there's a ruptured disc there that's about 75% of the way across my spinal column. I couldn't feel my fingers, couldn't feel my hands, my arms were numb. I thought my days of DJing were done because I couldn't pick up anything. I thought, how am I going to have kids? I can't carry anything. Now that wasn't my time being over. That was just, okay, I've got to reevaluate how I spent my time. When I thought my time was over is when I went into the doctor's office after trying every non-invasive method there was, and he looked at me and said, we have to have surgery, commonly known as the Peyton Manning surgery. And I have to tell you the percentage that you don't wake up from this surgery. I don't remember what the number was, but if anybody tells you there's a chance you might not wake up, it's a wake-up call. And so that night I called every one of my family and friends and just said, I want you to know if I don't wake up tomorrow, how much you mean to me. This is my neck now. I'm here. Obviously I made it. I set off a few alarms. Woo! I do set off some alarms at the airports every now and then because I've got a metal plate in my neck. But the reason I shared that is because that was a turning point for me in how I look at time, and that any moment it can be taken away or changed. And what I hope today is for you all is maybe it's a little shift in how you look at your time and how you spend it. So over the years I've asked people, hey, where would you like to spend your time? What would you like to do more of or less of? And it's basically been summarized by these three things. We'd like to spend more time with family and friends. People have said, I'd like to spend more time on my legacy, what mark I leave on this world, whether it's through financial means or how you spend your time or how you volunteer. That kind of could be an all-encompassing topic, as well as the last one. I want to do more of what I like and less of what I don't. Let's talk about the reality of the world we face in our industry. 29% of our industry workers say they are always or very often burnt out. How many are feeling that right now, halfway through October? Which also leads us to being the number 6 ranked most stressful job in America. We're all an event coordinator to some degree, right? Literally, there are several reports. The highest I've seen it is 8. So, there are all kinds of demands on our time. So how are we going to fix it? How are we going to change it? This is how. This is our 4 foundations of time management we're going to talk about today.